What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, today we're going to be talking about 10 facts I wish I knew whenever I was starting my healthy hair journey. And for reference, this is what my hair looked like before I started. This was the beginning of last year. And this is what my hair looked like at the end of last year. And this is what it looks like now. Shiny and healthy. I actually just got it trimmed, so that's one of our tips. But um, yeah, let's get right into the video with tip number one. Tip number one is you need to trim your hair regularly. Okay, split ends, they travel up your hair shaft and they cause breakage. I used to have breakage all the way up to here, and ever since I started my healthy hair journey, now it's down to here. Okay, it's a lot shorter than the rest of my hair. But I had pieces sticking up straight right there. People don't talk about it enough, but trimming your hair regularly, even though you may think, a lot of people say, oh, I'm gonna trim my hair, I'm cutting off the length. It actually technically makes your hair grow faster because you're cutting off the breaking. So I just got my hair trimmed, so it's pretty good, but I get my hair trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks, so definitely start doing that. Second thing I would do is use a deep conditioner or a hair mask once a week. I noticed the biggest difference in my hair once I started doing this because hair masks and deep conditioners penetrate, repair, and moisturize your hair. And if your hair is dead, it really needs that moisture and hydration. Our third thing is I'm not going to tell you to not use heat at all, but I am going to tell you limit your heat styling and use a good heat protectant. Cumulative heat damage is so bad. Using heat on your hair every day, if you straighten your hair every day, stop. It's horrible for your hair. Yes, my hair is straightened. I don't straighten my hair often. And when I do straighten my hair, I use heat on it once, and then it stays that way until my next wash. Next tip is wash your hair less often if your hair is dry and damaged. Um, Co-wash once a week, or a co-wash is a conditioner only wash, and rinse with cold water. If your hair is dry and damaged, you don't need to be you don't need to be using shampoo multiple times a week, because that's stripping your hair of the natural oils that it needs to heal itself or to help heal itself. So just wash your hair less. Number 5, use a satin pillowcase or a satin scarf, or I don't really care what ethnicity you are, use a satin bonnet. This is the one I have. It is from the brand Kitsch, and it is reversible. It is also double lined, and this is the satin material. It is absolutely amazing, and it's oversized. I recommend getting one with ties if you are going to get a bonnet, because it helps us stay on at nighttime if you move around a lot. Let me show you why using a satin bonnet is better than using a pillowcase. So this is the difference between the two. Here's the two right here. We're going to show you the pillowcase first. So this is just a normal cotton pillowcase, and if you look, you can see the threading. The pillowcase is way more rough than any satin. Satin looks like this. Satin is smooth. It's very slippery, so it allows your hair to slip around at night. Whereas with a cotton pillowcase, it's a lot rougher, and your hair is going to slide around on this pillowcase and it's going to cause breakage. So, using a satin pillowcase or anything satin on your hair at nighttime is the best move that you can make. The pillowcase is going to break your hair. The satin bonnet or pillowcase is going to help repair your hair and protect it at night. Next thing we're going to talk about is bleaches and harsh dyes. So when you put bleach on your hair, it damages the proteins. And yes, I know my hair has highlights. I am actually working on growing that out right now, if you can see that line. But bleach is the worst for your hair. I don't even think I used bleach to achieve this. I'm pretty sure I used a high lift dye, which is a harsh dye, but it's not quite as hard as bleach. And you want to go with gentle dyes if you're going to dye your hair. It's a lot easier for your hair to get damaged if it has bleach or heavy harsh dyes in it than it is for if your hair is natural or you're using easier dyes for your hair. Strengthen with protein treatments only when your hair needs it. Do not overdo any protein treatments. You should only be needing them monthly, and some signs that your hair might need a protein treatment are if your hair is stiff, stretchy, or mushy at the ends. Don't overdo protein treatments, because if a sign that you have overdone it is if your hair is super brittle or dry, and you should always follow up with a moisture mask after. A lot of misconceptions when it comes to your hair health and your scalp health are that they are the same thing. Whatever benefits your hair must benefit your scalp. That could not be further from the truth. Your scalp is much different from your hair. Once your hair leaves the follicle and comes out, it is dead. It doesn't, like, your follicle and your scalp are very much alive, but your hair needs moisture, and if you have a dry scalp, you need to either talk to someone about it or do some research on some shampoos that would help your scalp. Because doing an intense moisture shampoo or stuff like that, that's gonna moisturize your hair. It's not gonna do anything for your scalp. So figure out what you need to do for your scalp versus your hair and try to balance it. Another thing with your scalp, keep your scalp healthy. What I do is gently massage, or I use a massaging brush. I did have one over here I was going to show you, but I have no clue where it went. And once a week or once every 2 weeks, whenever I feel buildup on my scalp, I use a clarifying shampoo. I feel like clarifying shampoos also kind of help with dandruff from what I've seen. And it's just, I oil my scalp once a week before I shower, and I have rosemary oil and a bunch of other scalp oils. If you want your hair to grow a little bit quicker, I would suggest rosemary oil. And our last topic is nourish from the inside. You can take hair vitamins, eat a lot of protein, drink a lot of water. All of those things will help your hair. Now, if you missed a couple parts of it, or just go back and let me show you one more thing. So if you want a quick little shortcut to have your hair look healthy while you are trying to actually get your hair healthy, some things that can make it look healthy while you're working on it is do a gloss. I really, really like this one. This is the clear gloss from Pureology. First of all, it smells amazing. And all you do is put it on after you shampoo and before you condition, and leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you use conditioner afterwards. You can use a hair mask. I also really like this. This is the Kenra Platinum Silkening Gloss. I use this. It protects from heat up to 450 degrees, which I don't use straighten my hair that hot, but definitely recommend this. This is a very good product for if you want your hair to look shiny while it's still damaged. But just follow the tips from this video and your hair will be silky and smooth in no time. I love you guys so much, and if you want more videos like this, subscribe because I'm going to be posting a lot more. And I'll see you in the next video. See you later.